I was told when I was called to do the interview to go to work for my previous employer, right, in my other life, I was told that they interviewed 10 men and they want a woman to interview, okay? And that was the last person. They were looking all over to see if, and I was in marketing and I was not in insurance now, and they wanted a woman. And I went and I did the interview and I got the job. Over 10 men.
Style, grace, and a little edge will get you just about anywhere in life. And with 35 years in the business, safe to say, she got all she wanted. Lynda Gibson was the middle child. She was the one her parents deemed as the most determined one of the bunch, and she stayed true to that title for the rest of her life.
I find that as a child, my mom used to say, no, you can't say that. But I found that was a strong trait because I think people tend to respect you more when you're upfront and when you speak out. If you're submissive or subdued, and they try to figure you out. But I always say what you see is what you get. And I've always been that type of individual.
Lynda was the fourth child between her mom and dad, and she was primarily raised by both her parents. However, she acknowledges her mom helped to shape the way she saw herself as a woman. Lynda grew up watching her mom take an independent stance in their home. She acknowledged that she always remembered her mom being self-employed.
She never worked for anybody. She was always self-employed. And I always said, if this woman had gone to university, she would have been something else. And she made sure that I went to university because she said she never had that opportunity to do so. So she was the driver. You know, my father was the one he was assistant commissioner of police. Everybody knew him. But my mother, she controlled that household because she said, you can be the most educated person in the world, but if you're dishonest, if you don't get along with people, if you're not, be kind, be giving, she said, you might as well forget it.
Many critics have dubbed the 1950s as the golden age of television. TV sets were expensive, and so the audience was generally affluent. However, despite TV being a relatively new form of technology, Lynda's very first dream was to be on the big screen.
As a child, I was always attracted to the news. I always wanted to be a news reporter. I always said I wanted to be on television, and then I remember my father saying to me, they don't have no TVs in the Bahamas yet because they didn't have any TV stations yet. He said, you're a dreamer. So I said, well, guess what? I'll be prepared. So when they have a TV station here, I'll be ready to go into that station.
And because the TV world was new, Lynda started off in print media.
I actually was a crime reporter for the Tribune. And then I also did youth beat because I liked fashion. So at that time, you had all of these Bahamians, coming, having the Goombay Bahamas fashion shows. You had all of the Princess Hannahs, the Jerome Millers, all of them, they had exposure and they came back. So I just enjoyed working with them.
But the world of broadcast would only interest Lynda for so long.
I left the Tribune and went on to work in the News Bureau of the Bahamas Ministry of Tourism, and that was the arm that did the PR, and we dealt with travel writers, and I worked there for 7 years. And from there, I was recruited by the Travelers, big U.S. corporation. They had a small operation in the Bahamas, and they needed somebody to head that operation. And they were looking for a marketing person, and so here I am. That's why I'm smiling. I said, let me just draw on these marketing skills that I learned over the years and studied, and I ended up in insurance.
She's no stranger to professionalism, but I find that she's got a side of her that is open and kind to people. she bothers to look over her shoulder to find somebody to help.
Her professional life is second to none. I was struck by how she dealt with her work. You know, we became close after we came back from university together, and we worked with, she in the public sector and I'm in the private sector. So of course we intertwined quite a lot in terms of national development issues. And so she was pedantic, she's nearly a perfectionist in her work. And she was very honest and truthful and sincere. She took her work seriously.
I think what I admire the most about her is her generosity. She is so helpful. She would go out of her way to help you if she feels that it will make whatever situation in your life a little bit easier. It does not necessarily have to be something related to the business that she's in, but she knows a lot and she shares a lot. And she has immense integrity. Lynda loves life. She's very intelligent. She has superior emotional intelligence as well. And I think that's why she does such a fantastic job where she's placed.
Lynda loves to shop now. I don't know if it's a secret or what, but she loves to shop. You know, you see how she's dressed, how she's well turned out, how her husband is turned out, the whole family. So we went in there and I was looking around in this store and saw a beautiful outfit I wanted for myself. So I was looking at it and just about to get it. Then Lynda came in. Buyer, what you doing? What you do? This is what you want, this thing, run. This is filled with flowers and all these different things. And you don't see your size. She says that, and just as straightforward as this. I say run when you see flowers on an outfit. So I said, okay, Lynda, because you know Lynda is forthright. She a little bossy, you know, that way. So then, as soon as she turned her back, I went there, got that same outfit, and took it to the cash register and hid it. I didn't let her see that, because she told me to run from it. So shortly after that, I came home. She doesn't know anything about it. And I put the outfit on, and I went out. Lo and behold, someone came to me, say, buyer, I don't like this outfit you're wearing. And I never told Lynda this. I would never tell her because she would be gloating all over the place. I never wore that again. And I will remember that forever. Yeah, so that is something I certainly remember.
I have a personal story also to show her openness and kindness. She loves to entertain and she has a beautiful home. And a few years ago, I reached the great milestone of 90 years, and I was celebrating it. And she opened her home and her personal staff to me to celebrate it in her home with my sorors. I want you to believe the ambiance, the guests, the music, the food, the service, everything was holiday USA style. Fabulous. I shall never, if I live to be 1,000, forget that particular birthday and Lynda's kindness to me.
Then I had to travel away and was hospitalized, and she was there. She was there, and the use of her knowledge came in handy. And she was very good with making sure that whatever I needed or whatever had to be done was getting done. She's a good advocate to have in any situation because she will take that on like breathing. And if she's in your corner, you're safe, absolutely safe. She's well loved. by all of her friends and family. And she's deserving of that love and affection.
Lynda, you're an Eastern woman like me. You're a sorrow of mine and a dear friend. And I couldn't be more happy that you are being honored additionally for the work that you have done for this country. And I join your family in my congratulations to you. Keep up the good work. Don't stop. Keep building. God bless you.
To Lynda's surprise, insurance would become her passion, but it wouldn't start off that way.
If you had told me that that was going to be my destiny, I would say no. I always thought the insurance man was the man who came and knocked on the door and tried to take your parents' money. You used to hear your parents complain about this insurance man is coming.
Starting off small, she made her way into the industry through the employee benefit sector. In that period of time, the employee benefit sector had just been introduced to the Bahamas, and there would be a number of crucial things that Lynda would make an imprint on.
One of the first things I noticed, pregnancy was not treated as an illness like in the US, treated as any other illness. So you had a insurance policy and they paid you $400 for your pregnancy benefit. Now you know that can't cover anything. So I said, okay, things like we need to put this into, treat this the same as any illness, like we do everything else in this insurance contract. So I'm proud to say I introduced that to the Bahamas.
Lynda also took notice in something else.
I remember talking to Robin Roberts, who went to school with me, and he was at the time president of the Bahamas Medical Association. And I said, Robin, you guys are still submitting insurance claims and receipts. I said, let's get together. We can bring the people over and we can train the doctors from the association on how to submit bills to insurance companies. And that is one of the things I'm very proud of. That and introducing benefits to Bahamians that were not just available to us before. I remember people didn't understand that, oh, you can have an insurance policy that pays your bills. But there were policies out there that did not pay bills, and many people suffered because of that, okay? So it's a rewarding career.
And she's right. Not only did Lynda play an instrumental role in the introduction of medical coding in the physician community of the Bahamas, but Lynda would climb the ladder even further and became the president of the Bahamas Association of Life and Health Insurers. She was the first and only female on the Insurance Commission of the Bahamas Advisory Committee and 3 committees on national health insurance for a number of different governments.
One of the things that I'm very proud of myself was bringing so many young people into the insurance field, and really, insurance is the best kept secret, because people always think about it the old days, and this man come and collect the premium, and my parents, if they get sick, they're not going to cover their bills or whatever. That has changed, and it's a good field for young people. I noticed many people went into banking. Insurance pays more than banking, okay? Because in those days, it was a good, if you were not, when I came out of university, it's either doctor, lawyer, banker, okay? I'm trying to remember, what was the other, teacher. That was it.
But while things were looking up for Lynda, the truth is, it wasn't easy being a woman in significant roles throughout the industry and the community. She had to balance her career and her family life. And in balancing both worlds, that meant she had to sacrifice.
I would like to show Bahamian women that you can be a mother, you can be, let's put it this way, you can be a wife, you can be a mother, you can be a career woman, all in one package, but you have to know how to balance your life. There's some women who feel like, oh, everything is about my career, or everything is about my children, or everything is about my church, everything is about my education. No, it's about you have to be able to balance life, and I think that helps to make you very successful. I couldn't have done all of what I've done without my husband. Don't leave him out now. Don't leave him out. He supported me. My husband supported me, because when I went off to insurance school, he stayed here with the maid. I live in maid, and he worked, and with my son, who was like 4 years old at the time, almost 4. He was 4 years old at the time, and my daughter. So I couldn't have done it without him, I must tell you. But very supportive. You need the support. Whether that support comes from your husband, your parents, friends, you need that network. You need support. My legacy, I just want to show that hard work pays off. Because I worked hard.
And now, we are pleased to present our 2021 GAMA International Lifetime Achievement Award to Lynda Gibson. This award acknowledges 10 years of documented accomplishments from Lynda Gibson in the insurance industry. This award also signifies the meaningful impact she would have had on the organization and the many individuals she would have encountered. This impact includes, but is not limited to, presentations and publications. We honor Lynda for making a number of meaningful contributions to the body of knowledge in insurance education through coaching and training. Service and mentorship. We honor Lynda for contributing substantial time and expertise to help build both advisors and support staff. Products. We honor Lynda for developing her own influential tools and models used to advance sustainability of the insurance industry. We salute Lynda on receiving this award. May your legacy inspire and encourage the generations thereafter.